This year, America turns 250 years old, which is impressive and just big enough to make you pause before deciding how to mark it. When we first started talking about the 250th, we ran into the same question everyone does. What are you supposed to do with that? We're a sign company. We make things people look at while they're trying to get somewhere else. So our instinct wasn't fireworks or slogans. It was quieter. What does it look like for a sign company to celebrate something this big without oversimplifying it? That question is what led us to this wall. This is a year-long project in our showroom. Every month, the graphics change. Not to tell the entire story of America, that would be wildly irresponsible, but to pause on one chapter at a time, just long enough to notice that the country didn't arrive fully formed. It accumulated, which is also how this wall works. These panels are magnetic receptive. They're designed to change. No tools, no screws, no drama. The message is expected to evolve, so the surface doesn't fight you when it does. That was intentional, because history has the same habit. This project didn't start with printing, it started with conversations. Designers asking how you show 250 years without turning it into a textbook, or pretending everyone agreed. Production teams figuring out how to build something that could change every month and still look intentional. And more than a few moments where we stopped and asked, okay, but does this actually matter? That part mattered to us. Because signs aren't neutral, they're choices. They tell people what's worth noticing, what gets space, and what gets left out. So yes, this is a history project, but it's also a values project. It's about craftsmanship, about designing systems that assume change instead of pretending permanence is realistic, and about context. Because once you start paying attention to how things began, a lot of modern arguments make more sense. Not simpler, just clearer. This wall isn't trying to teach a class, and it's definitely not trying to settle debates. It's an invitation to slow down for a moment and remember that the story we're living in has been edited, revised, argued over, and rebuilt many times before us. Each month, we'll update the wall and share what changed, what caught our attention, and what surprised us along the way. Not as experts, just as people who spend their lives building messages into physical spaces. This is how we're choosing to mark America's 250th birthday. Not by pretending we're outside the story, but by recognizing that we're part of it. By building something that changes over time. By involving the people who made it, and by being thoughtful about what we put into the world. Because eventually, that becomes part of the record too. We're glad you're here to see it.